45-gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star Double Cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie Double Cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Hey there, mums and dads. Did you know that some children are picky eaters and also do not get enough fruits and vegetables from their diet? Well Kid Baby and Infant Syrup is a food supplement from Vitabiotics that contains 14 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C and zinc, as well as flaxseed oil, which supports brain development and all-round health. Well Kid Baby and Infant Tasty Syrup is for children 3 months to 5 years of age. Give your young ones a good start with Well Kid Baby and Infant from Vitabiotics UK. Available in pharmacies near you.
Today, in the ever-connected business world, business moves at unquantifiable speed, and the winners...
That's good to know. But the real question is, are your business tools really working for you or creating new headache? See, there's a kind of confidence you get when you know you got the right support, a solution built specifically for you with both reliability and efficiency in tow. With MTN Cloud, you experience near instant operations thanks to lower latency, convenient billing with flexible Naira billing, and 100% data sovereignty, keeping you compliant. Visit cloud.mtn.ng today and get the cloud built for you. MTN, what are we doing today?
If you're an African Alliance annuitant, this update is for you. Leadway Assurance has taken over the African Alliance annuity business and is currently verifying all African Alliance annuitants. Just confirm your details to stay connected and keep your payments running smoothly. To update your information, call 0708-062-7050 or send an email to annuity@leadway.com. Call 0708-062-7050 or send an email to annuity@leadway.com. Deadline for customer information update is January 31st, 2026. Leadway Assurance, ensuring happiness since 1970.
Stay fixed on the station that talks.
Learn boss-level gameplay on YouTube with MTN YouTube Buffet Bundle. Binge your favorite gameplays till you master every move. Enjoy play-along clips with your faves and challenge runs like never before till you become the numero uno of gaming. See more, be more, spend less. Get over 4 hours of YouTube streaming for just 250 Naira or 10 hours for 600 Naira on the MTN YouTube Buffet Bundle. Dial *312*800# to start today and go make a difference.
Guy, how far? You watch that game?
I did. Oh boy, that goal, eh?
Hey. Make I call you back. My airtime go soon finish. Sorry, I forget to get extra 3 minutes to talk.
I wonder why you hold a cut call. When na MTN better gist they use. Me, I still enjoy my free 2,100 airtime on top my new MTN SIM.
Yes, so get 3 minutes extra on MTN Better Gist. Text BG to 312 to collect your own awoof. We talk about the big stories and more.
Nigeria's newly appointed service chiefs have officially assumed duty, promising fresh strategies.
It's not just to propose. What about enforcement?
Our judiciary has made a laughing mock center.
So why these people will leave the main problem and look for the one that is not important?
I've rendered homeless now. They can just go to places. Is that what the government is saying?
A system that has become so corrupt that men have sold their souls for bread.
Proposes 6 new states. I thank the nation for not using the word approve.
How will that people feel? And how will they think? How will they want to see this country?
It's as if we are dead psychologically.
Because there is that propensity for officers to become political.
Everywhere you look in Nigerian football, we are feeling spectacularly.
It's your station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Dailies today on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Welcome to Dailies. Today, yes, we're good to go. I'm Sheriff Quadry.
I'm Jimi Disu. Good morning.
You can listen to our show across Facebook, YouTube. You can watch, drop your comments, share the likes. If you don't have our mobile app yet, please feel free to do that. You can copy from your App Store or Google Play Store if you're on Android platform. So here we go. We're going to start with our first story this morning in the Punch newspaper. Page 2 of the Punch. Amnesty deal. Outrage mounts as Katsina moves to release 70 bandits.
Honestly, I don't think there's somebody that can really explain in detail what exactly is going up north. For instance, this is what has happened in Katsina State is that they want to release 70 of these people. And so there's a complaint here from, of course, Afenifere, Ohaneze, all the various organizations are saying that I thought we were just going to treat these people as criminals and prisoners. And where is all this coming from? The Punch says that they couldn't confirm on Monday whether the bandits had been released or not, after one of their correspondents visited the office of the Kano State Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General to confirm if the bandits were still in custody and verify authenticity of the alleged documents, including signatures reportedly linked to the release of the suspects. However, the ministry officials declined comment. Now, when you want to confirm something and a comment is denied, then you are left to take which of the better favors, whatever position you've always had. I think it's absurd. I think there is something going on that we are not facing. I don't know whether the president himself is up to scratch. I don't know is up to scratch on these developments and why. What he's going to do, I'm not sure. But somebody says here, for example, that negotiations with terrorists, when available, must be led exclusively by the federal government through the military and duly constituted security agencies and must culminate in the unconditional surrender of arms, verifiable disengagement from violence, and lawful reintegration processes. So where a state says that they've negotiated with bandits and they've released them, and what that means is that you've enhanced them and there is a possible return. It's like blackmail. If somebody blackmails you and you give in, that's an endless meal ticket for the blackmailer. So the ACF has also expressed concern. Even Katsina leaders, religious and community leaders in Katsina State also voiced strong opposition. I think I'm not beginning to believe, I think as always at the back of my mind, that there is a nexus between the politicians and these people. Apparently, maybe in the past and maybe in the future, they found their services useful. What would surprise you about what I am told, because this is always what you are told, Boko Haram, for example, is not full of northern people. There are Yoruba people there, there are some Igbo people there, find their way. A lot of these people are mercenaries. And they found it a very fruitful exercise. So, in all honesty, I'm at a loss. Maybe Mr. Quadry would have a better perspective than I have.
Yeah, I'm just going to share my own perspective. I'm not sure that it's any better. It's the fact that I am not at a loss. I am not shocked. I am not surprised. Because the federal government that people are calling on, they are no different. The same federal government had arrested Boko Haram terrorists in the past. They had rehabilitated them, stole uniforms for them, trained them, reintegrated them. So it's the same old. The only difference is that these ones are not rehabilitating anything. They are just putting them back in society, which is really no difference because these people don't understand what you mean by rehabilitation. What they know is the way of the guns. That's the only language, and it's a meal ticket for them. So it just shows one thing. I only regret is the fact that we do not have a president who will be the ones talking and not his people. Because when the president speaks, everybody should listen. But the president has not spoken as regards, what his plans are firmly. You see other presidents across the world, when they face insecurity or when they face some form of threats, in one way or the other, they come out and they speak to their people directly, because their words carry that kind of gravitas, that weight. It carries it. But we haven't seen that kind of... We haven't seen... Exactly. We haven't seen that kind of intentionality from the president himself.
So you expected the president to have sent us a nice message.
He should be the one talking about no state government should negotiate the way Chief of Defense Staff Musa was saying the other day. That should be the president talking.
But I'm saying is that is he going to say? Is he when he's in France? He's going to say it. Is he going to send it by WhatsApp or whatever, or when he's in Dubai? The president himself is not on ground.
It's a shame.
See, history is going to tell us what we have actually gone through in these past 2.5 years. One day somebody will reveal to us, because if you look at the back and forth of this government, today they make this decision, tomorrow, you understand, back and forth government, you will know that the president, I'm sorry to say, the impression I have, he is not hands-on in governance in this country. I that's the feeling that I have. He is not hands-on. His only concentration is on politics. And guess what? Something occurred to me now. I hope, because I have an impression that this current government is very desperate to regain power in 2027, whatever it takes. I hope this will not be part of the agenda. Let's go on to the next one.
Efalashi. Page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper is next. Army dismisses mutiny rumors, restates commitment to troops' welfare.
Okay, so another one has come. Apparently, there were reports that there'll be mutiny. There was a likely mutiny over salaries and allowances. Of course, we also heard that the allowances were late, and let's be honest with ourselves. There's a need to take a review of the allowances. But so they said that the acting director, Army Public Relations, Colonel Anelli, said the report was sensational, unverified, and unsupported by facts, and that at no time was there a set of mutiny. Okay, and they say that that for avoidance of doubt, it is important to clarify that promotion increments are only one component of military remuneration and should not be misrepresented as total earnings. Military pay, they tell us what military pay comprises, and so on and so forth. But one thing I would like to ask the Army PRO is, does he think that the soldiers now do not know anything about the plight of the old soldiers that we've been talking about that have not been paid during the Civil War? Is that not enough? Is that not enough to be a disincentive to them, seeing that this is where they're headed? What is the army doing to resolve the issue of these old soldiers? It's part of it. If you're in the army now and you feel that this is where I'm going to end up as a pensioner, you'll be uncomfortable. So that's my reaction. And he says that contrary to claims of neglect, the federal government under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has consistently demonstrated commitment to the welfare and operational effectiveness. What of the pensioners? What of not even the ones that come here? What of the hordes of pensioners that keep going to demonstrate in Abuja? It's part of the system. And we keep saying this thing, the common sense thing. This is a disincentive. And it could backfire. Or let's say you could have back Omaleng. To add a bit of humor to what we're talking about. Is all-rounded. All-rounded. If you have not taken full care of the pensioners and so on and so forth, is a disincentive. And it can cause all kinds of it can cause all kinds of rumbles within the organization. So, my advice to the army is that you have to go and get your homework done. Whatever it is, take care of the older ones. It's an incentive or disincentive to the current ones. It will make them less restless.
We're streaming live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube, by the way. If you like to watch this show on Facebook and on YouTube, please do that. Search for Nigeria Info 99.3 on the platforms. Nigeria Info 99.3, and you'll be able to watch us and also drop comments. Engage with others who are currently engaging with the headlines that we're dropping. Let's go to page 10 of the Punch newspaper. Protesting FCT workers shut offices, demand to meet Weekday.
I think Weekday's problem is beginning to expand. I will not totally dismiss a political hand in this protest that is going on. I think anytime from now his time might be up, or at the very least he will have a head-on collision with the president. Mark my words. My advice, well, I don't even want to advise him. Let him continue as if he thinks it's the best way, fighting on all fronts, running, making it appear as if you have no regard for whatever authority. Being asked, for example, why you ride the road, and so what? You think you can bulldoze everybody? Let him continue with it. And those who encourage him, let them continue to encourage him. We'll see where it will all end. Because as at yesterday, the whole federal secretariat, the federal capital administration was shut down by the workers, and they said that they didn't allow anybody into the premises. They said the strike disrupted activities across all FCTA secretaries, departments, area councils, and so on and so forth. And the officers, the workers had earlier issued instructions. Now, the report doesn't say whether Weekday himself was at the office yesterday. For the past 3 weeks, he's been gallivanting all over Rivers State, trying to supposedly gather support for the president, but I think more of trying to make himself more relevant. I think the government needs to keep an eye on him. He might be up to something that might not sound too good. Because of some of the places that he's been to and some of the comments that have been made. But I hope Weekday should know more than I do what is called the federal might. But we shall see.
Indeed, we shall. Indeed, we shall. Let's go to the Healthwise Plus page of the Punch newspaper. Some interesting.
Yes, very interesting. This thing. There's the first story here is how hospitals can reduce medical negligence, and an expert gives his own whatever on how hospitals can reduce medical negligence. I'm sure you know where that is coming from. Chimamanda, it says, allow proceed without prejudice. Medical doctors urge Nigerians. Nigerians are not disturbing the probe. The probe is going on. They should hasten it up and come out with the result for all to see. So I don't see that fair. I don't see that fair at all. It's going on. Nobody has stopped them. So we'll see. Children with untreated... Now listen to this if you have children. Children with untreated peptic ulcer disease risk anemia, say pediatricians. I see. Look at that. I'm just reading something now that I found quite curious when I was young. Okay, so child health experts have warned that untreated peptic ulcer disease in children could lead to anemia. I wish I had known this way back in 1963. Stressing the need for early diagnosis and appropriate treatment. Okay. This is for a woman mainly. This is for a woman. Call the attention of your wife, your daughter, and so on and so forth. Dermatologists warn against use of multiple skincare products. Chemical cream, making like the mixed cream, is very, very dangerous. People should realize that every time you rub any kind of cream, it goes into your blood system. It goes into your bloodstream. So you should be very, very careful. And it says dermatologists have cautioned Nigerians against the growing trend of layering multiple skincare products on the face, warning that the practice can damage the skin barrier and trigger a range of dermatological problems. I guess this also includes makeup. Sheriff, the kind of makeup that they have now, I've seen people late in the evening at functions, I don't know them again. Jimi, I'm not who is this? The last thing you want to do, Sheriff, what I'm told, I'm not in that business. Okay. The last thing you want to do is toast a woman at a party or at a club at night. And if by coincidence you happen to be neighbors or you find yourself, sleeping in the same area, you wake up in the morning, you might not recognize her again. Yes, madam, what can I do for you? Yeah, but I slept here last night, but you don't look like that. So the dermatologists have warned, and they say that combining several creams, serums, and oils, there's the one they use at night, there's the one there's the one they use non-aging, there's one, this one is just to clear my makeup. All kinds of things. It can lead to all kinds, without professional guidance, can lead to all kinds of problems, which include, ladies, irritation, acne breakouts, allergic reactions, and long-term skin sensitivity, especially when products contain harsh or incompatible ingredients. Why don't you rub this common dusting powder and go your way? Like our mothers. Okay, and this is another one. And I'd like you to listen to this. Why residents of polluted environment need deworming twice yearly. I remember when I was young. Antipa. Every house had a deworming whatever. And I also remember some families, every once a month they line you up to take farm lads. And then everybody runs to the toilet. Those habits are gone now. I can't remember the last time I took anything deworming. You won't go?
I can't remember. Even though it's been on my mind lately, but I don't know why it's been on my mind, but I can't remember the last time I did.
And worms are very dangerous. They can make you weak. They can make you all the time. But because of what you said, Decalora warming tablet will split it.
And thank God it's not like before. You don't have to see anything again.
I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember all those things.
We have this interesting story here on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. AFCON. Why I joined FG's delegation to Morocco. APC chairman.
You see, the APC chairman. The way government delegations go. Then about supposed to put the APC chairman. He will go. They will pay his ticket. I'm sure he went upper class. He will stay in an hotel. He won't stay in an ordinary room. He stay in a suite, whatever. What has the APC chairman got to do with AFCON? It's a sense of entitlement. He wanted to enjoy himself, go and watch football. But he said no. His media aide said that aside from supporting the Eagles, so we need the APC chairman to go to support the Eagles. Said, you see these people.
He cannot even go, on his own.
On his own, yes. He cannot, and I'm sure he has impress and all this, but they'll say, please, the list from the APC, maybe him and some other people went, and only God knows how many people went on that trip. A government that lays premium to saving costs at all time. But he said no. That apart from supporting the Eagles in Morocco, the APC chairman said he led engagements aimed at redefining the future of Nigerian football as a catalyst for national development. Like we, the grammar. These politicians are... These politicians are the expert. He went to enjoy himself at our expense. Don't come and tell us any nonsense story. And he said, on the sidelines of AFCON in Rabat, a landmark strategy session was convened to explore how Nigeria can deliberately harness football to promote this football that we all know.
With the APC chairman.
With the APC chairman. And
they are discussing that with you.
And we couldn't do that. We couldn't do that here. You had to go to Rabat and harness football to promote unity. Listen to this one. You know, the famous phrase from politicians: create jobs for your people.
Hey.
Well, you young people, I feel so sorry for you. Have you seen the latest now? Now that by law, local governments are going to be getting direct allocation and not going to be subject to the governors, whatever. Our big people in politics are now presenting their children. I think Weekday's son too wants to become a local government chairman, probably in an area that they don't even know him at all. I think Umahi too has presented his son. So for you young people, but he said that he went to and create jobs for young people and build sustainable. This must have been lifted from one big speech. Sustainable sports infrastructure across the country. The session, facilitated by the Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, brought together a powerful. Wait a minute, and this took place in
Rabat.
So in Rabat. So we had the Director General of the ND, who went to Rabat most likely, and a powerful mix of political leadership. Jesus.
Nothing surprising. I mean, they only just mentioned there are other Kini that went with all of them.
You know, the chairman
they can't even dare to mention.
The chairman cannot go alone. His PA must go with him. His spokesperson must go with him. His security detail must go with him. And yet you want to tax us to death. That is the part that, you know, I've refrained from commenting about tax and all these things, and all this tax, whatever. I've refrained from them because I've asked myself, to what end? To what end? You tax me, my hard work, my hard end one, you tax me to buy vehicles for legislators twice in 4 years of about 160, 200 million. You tax me so that the APC chairman can go and have a session in Morocco. He didn't go when there's no World Cup. He went when there's AFCON. He went during AFCON so that he can also look at an opportunity to create more jobs and. This is really the morning. Let's just leave it.
Page 6 of Vanguard. Tragedy averted in Lagos as police last March chased away residents, scooping diesel from fallen tanker.
I saw it. In fact, I didn't even know it was diesel. Thank God it was even diesel and not petrol. You know what happened in Ijora, just to mention it yesterday, if you're conversant with the social media, a tanker broke down. I think there was a loose whatever, and people were scooping, and it was from the bridge down to the ground. And I'm glad that the Lagos State were able to come in quickly and chase them away. But the story is in the Vanguard, but the story, the photograph under is not palatable. They put the photograph under the story, but they are not related. What is the photograph? You need to see them. There's a canopy made for them. They are sitting down. It says a group of local contractors on a protest blocking the entrance of the Ministry of Finance, demanding payment for their executed projects in Abuja. Look at that. You do federal government contract, you don't get paid. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You borrowed money from the bank. Your interest is running. Anyway.
But do you think our people would ever get to learn to place premium on their lives? Or what could be responsible?
It's poverty. It takes away your thinking. I'm sorry to say, a lot of us don't think right anymore now. Yes, you see things glaringly and you just, I mean, why would somebody, for example, tell you to put up your phone and expect an alert? Which technology is that? And you would do it. Out of those people, the people you see doing it, and there's this mistake that we always make. That you're an illiterate doesn't mean you shouldn't have common sense. Okay? You get, like Fela would say, you get sense wise. You should have. There are a lot of people who are well educated but have no common sense. But poverty is a very dangerous. And I think that there's some element of mass hypnosis going on in Africa. I mean, you look at what happened in Uganda. What campaign? What vote man? 80 almost or something. His daughter is the central bank governor. His wife is this. And you all sit down there with all your education and exposure, and you continue to allow that to happen, including those guarding him.
We have to go. Lagos, that's our show this morning. Thank you for being a part of it. Kofi returns with the news and then the morning crossfire. Stay with us.
Learn boss level gameplay on YouTube with MTN YouTube Buffet Bundle. Binge your favorite gameplays till you master every move. Enjoy play along clips with your faves and challenge runs like never before till you become the numero uno of gaming. See more, be more, spend less. Get over 4 hours of YouTube streaming for just 250 Naira or 10 hours for 600 Naira on the MTN YouTube Buffet Bundle. Dial *312*800# to start today and go make a difference.
Guy, how far? You watch that game?
I did. Oh boy, that goal, Hey.
Make I call you back. My airtime go soon finish. Sorry, I forget I get extra 3 minutes to take talk.
I wonder why you hold a cut call. When na MTN better gist you dey use. Me, I still dey enjoy my free 2,100 airtime on top my new MTN SIM.
Yes, get 3 minutes extra on MTN Better Gist. Text BG to 312 to collect your own awoof.
Is where it all connects, all in one place.
Federal government says it is winning the war on terrorism.
Our president is there. This promise will never come to pass.
He feels somewhat insecure just by the measure of his money.
Most of us don't even know the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. If everybody die, which voice is going to speak?
Yes, and Weekday is one of the major actors in the demise of the PDP.
Getting judge case in Nigerian court is not possible.
The news, conversation, information, and more. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Conversation captures everything that makes a great conversation.
Nigerian English is
conversation waiting.
It's 8 o'clock. The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info FM. My name is Israel Umor, and this is the news update. In the news this hour, opposition politician Gbadebo Rhodes Viva has criticized the Lagos state government's demolition of homes in Makoko. He spoke exclusively to Nigeria Info, saying the demolitions have increased homelessness and forced residents into rough sleeping. He is accusing the Lagos state government of lacking proper housing and relocation policies and putting profit over people. In another news, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has defended the demolitions, which he says are aimed at protecting lives, property, and the environment. The governor says the government is not targeting entire communities, but clearing residents from high-risk areas, including zones near high-tension power lines and waterways. The governor has also accused local and international non-governmental organizations of exploiting the situation for financial gain. And still in Lagos, on Monday, Governor Sanwo-Olu signed the Lagos State 2026 budget of 4.4 trillion naira into law. The governor pledged to responsibly implement the record spending plan. Half of the budget is earmarked for capital projects, with the rest expected to cover the day-to-day running of the government. And finally, on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump says he will 100% impose tariffs on European countries, opposing his demand to take control of Greenland. He is threatening to enforce a 10% tariff on all